Hey everyone, this is Anthony Grant, and I want to introduce you all to this podcast. It's called Superstar PR, and it's all about entertainment insider chats with Niki, the founder of the PR agency, Niki Inc. This podcast chats with some serious entertainers and media insiders, always choosing people who are making a difference in the entertainment world and who have cool stories to share. Happy listening.
I'm so excited. Listeners, you have such a treat today, handpicked by me, such a special lady. Welcome to Superstar PR. I promise to always bring you people that fascinate me. And today we have the lovely Joanna Alexopoulos. Joanna, welcome.
Well, thank you so very much for having me, Niki. Such a pleasure to be with you and all who are listening.
Oh, well, you know what? I think that you do something that is truly fascinating, and you've got a book. What's your book called, Joanna?
Yeah, my book is Awaken to Your Truth, The Time Is Now, and it is actually a channeled book. It is channeled through the energy of the Ascended Masters, which is a collective of higher non-dimensional beings of love and light, and they have brought forth their wisdom and their guidance at this time of our great awakening to help us awaken to our essential truth, so that we may bring forth our gifts and talents and live our lives on purpose with love and light and healing. So this is a wonderful book that is a guide actually to doing that, to returning home to our essential truth. Yes.
Oh, beautiful. And when you say it's a channeled book, can you describe for our listeners a little bit about how that process works for you?
Yeah, sure. Actually, channeling, Niki, is contact and communication with higher beings of light and love in higher dimensions. So basically, it is a form of communication that happens through automatic writing, and it can also happen through speaking. So I allow these beings, these incredible beings, to use my voice to share their wisdom and their guidance to our world. And so I do this. I do both. I use both forms of communication. It all started with me by using writing as a form, and that's in 2012 when my spiritual guides came through, and that led towards me connecting with higher realms, and that is the Ascended Masters, who are benevolent beings that have actually lived on earth before, and they know our pain and struggle. And so yes, the delivery of my book came through them, through automatic writing. And then since then, I've been talking with angels, a group of angels. They call themselves the Angels of Light, and also Palladians, and also now for around 6 months now, I've been communicating with God, with Source itself. So it is just a beautiful realization that I'd like to share with everyone, that we are not separate from these higher, beautiful, benevolent, loving beings, that we are one with all that is. And so they are here. All of them are here. There's such an incredible amount of angels that are hovering over our planet, for example, now. And the masters are always here, there, and everywhere, helping us and guiding us now on our ascension, in our awakening to returning home to our essential nature, our spiritual nature that we have forgotten.
Okay, so that's a huge good answer. And how long did it take you to write this book, Joanna?
Yeah, it took me a year to write this book, and it would have been faster, but I at that time was still in my head a lot. And so I wasn't getting out of the way so that these masters can speak through me and provide all of us with their wisdom. And they kept telling me to get out of my way, to not be so in my head. And as humans, as a human quality, obviously we're always, wondering if we're doing the right thing, if we're always in our heads and questioning ourselves and always having self-doubt and am I worthy of doing this and what is this? So I have to say that once they kept reminding me that this is something that has already come out, because there is no time and space, and they said this book has already come out, and trust in the process of growth and delivery. And so I would leave it for a few weeks or even a month at times, and then I would come back to it because I was filled with all of this doubt and all of this unworthiness, and am I worthy to bring forth these divine messages? So yeah, it did take me a year, and I guess a year isn't that long, but I have to say that also the book came out at the beginning of our time of this unprecedented time that we're experiencing now with the pandemic. And yes, it came at the exact perfect divine timing, actually, where everybody had slowed down, and we are just now reevaluating our lives, and we are thinking a little bit differently. We're wanting to know ourselves, who we are, why we're here. There's a whole shift now, and this book came at the perfect time to help us to understand ourselves better and to guide us through, and giving us the tools that we need to get past the emotional issues that we may be having that may be hindering our growth at this time.
Wow. I couldn't agree with you more. I think everyone's gotten quiet. And I mean, I'm picking up books and making time to read, and I haven't done that in 3 years with my kids. So yeah. Do you have a favorite passage in the book, Joanna?
Well, there is it's filled with beautiful passages. I could just open now and see what is given me. It says here, love is the driving force of unity. Love will bring you together. Love is all that is. Love is the highest vibration of all. And that's what we're returning to now, Niki. We're returning to the love. Our true nature is love, and it is the highest vibration. And for millennia, we've been living in the exact opposite of love. We've been living our lives through the energy of fear, uncertainty, doubt, lack, and limitation. We've been in our heads. So this is a return to our essential truth, so that we may heal ourselves and our world, and we may return to the balance that we really are, and help our planet align again with its truth. So it's a beautiful time in our history, and everything is shifting. And yes, now many may think that things are not in everything is in turmoil. Actually, it's the truth. As everything is realigning, as the shift is happening, as we're awakening to our truth, there's a lot of built up, bottled up emotions that are surfacing. And so therefore, and they are surfacing for all of this to be released. And we have to feel in order to release. So yes, a lot of light is coming through to assist us. Higher frequency activations are coming through, and they are adjusting. Angels are helping us actually to adjust to these frequencies. And as these frequencies are adjusting, there's a lot of negativity from deep within us that is arising. And so, yes, our planet is in a bit of a negative state right now. And everything has to peak in order to start to level off. So that's where we are now. We're reaching our peak, and things should start to level off after that. So you know what? We all have to take responsibility, Niki, for where we are, and do the work, the inner work that is absolutely necessary, so that we can return to the balance that we really are. And I think it's so very important to understand that we all have gifts, we all have talents and abilities, and they're just waiting there within us. They're dormant. And these beautiful beings, through my channelings, these beautiful beings help you to see what is maybe blocking you from accessing and activating these beautiful gifts that are within you to share with our world, and to live more on purpose with confidence and commitment and courage. So yeah, this is the beautiful time that we're all given to find our mission. Why are we here? And to live in our life soul purpose. That's what I'm looking for, the words I'm looking for. To live here while in physical form in this lifetime, and really live on purpose. Why, the truth of why we're here. We each have a purpose. So this is our time, definitely.
Oh, I like it. Okay. So you said something really cool, Joanna, that I've heard a lot of people say to me when I talk about meditation. They say, Niki, I don't know how to get out of my own head. So any advice for people who don't know how to get out of their own head?
Yes, absolutely. I think it's so very important to understand that you really have to do the work, the inner work necessary. And the inner work entails for you to be quiet. Now, when we are in a quiet state, when we are with ourselves and we are in this quiet state of beingness, we can access our truth in that way. God speaks to us. So we really have to get quiet. We have to meditate. We have to be more in nature. Nature is actually a beautiful place to be, because that's beautiful energies coming from the rocks, from the trees, from all that nature has in store, to offer us. We have so much beautiful energy there that is helping us to have more clarity and direction in moving forward with our lives. And when you are more in nature, when you are more in your peaceful state, when you are, breathing more and filling your lungs more with the chi energy that is offered us, then this is the way to quiet your mind. I mean, there are many ways, and I can share more with you, because everybody actually is different.
Yeah, like you could be outside. You don't have to sit inside and try and meditate.
No.
You can be in a garden.
Actually, you can be in your garden. You can do you can work in your garden. Meditation involves being focused on what you're doing. So when you're focusing on being present in the moment, no matter where you are, no matter where you are, if you're focused on whatever you are doing, you are in that meditative, that pure love and light state. So yes, besides this, I would say when you do have negativity that comes forth and your mind is racing, I would say to recognize that this is energy, it is passing through you, and to switch the thought, to recognize that it is energy, it is just a thought, and you can switch it. You acknowledge it and you say, you switch it and you make it a positive. You make it into a positive. So with awareness, when you have awareness that you're doing this, that your mind is on overdrive, and you focus on that and say, okay, well, here it goes again. Here my mind goes again. You play, you joke with it. You joke with you are not your mind. This is something that is very important for everyone to understand, that we are not our minds. Our minds are taking over. So yes, recognize you're not me. I'm pure love and light and happiness and joy. And so take that thought and switch it. And journaling is another great tool to use that will open your heart, and it will bring more gratitude to you, more light to you, and you will be in a more peaceful state, and you won't have these negative thoughts that arise when you journal. And you are, I would say, start a gratitude journal, Niki. It's very powerful.
I love it, Joanna.
Yeah,
yes, we have a gratitude jar in my house.
Yeah, it's just so very powerful to do that, to start a gratitude journal, and every day write. At the end of your day, you can write, what was I grateful for today? You can think back. And you can write. When you write, you really internalize and you really, really connect with the what brought you joy. So it could be a very simple, something very simple. I saw a beautiful cardinal in my garden today. How wonderful was that? That brought me joy. All of these things that happen in our day that we just, we override them and we're like, whatever, but they are blessings. And when we start to really think and we write them down, then, we read them. You can read them at the end of the week, the week of gratitude. You can read it over and you say, wow, 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 what a beautiful week I had. And the more that you do this, the more that you bring to you. So, and that helps to create a shift within you, and you start to behave differently because you're thinking differently and you're looking for blessings. So that is really a wonderful tool as well.
Beautiful. Well, Joanna, you once mentioned to me that you get messages from heaven. So does the average person get messages from heaven? And how many are we talking a day? Like, how many are we not noticing?
Your messages that you get depends. We get messages all the time. We are divine beings. We are energetic beings of love and light. We're divinity within ourselves. We are the connection to all that is. So yes, we are very intuitive beings. We just haven't practiced our sixth sense. So we have so much guidance available to us in different forms, and the angels and your spiritual guides and the angels and the masters are here, and they are giving you the guidance that you need. All you have to do is be open to it. And when you are open to it and you you invite them to be in your day, I would say from the beginning of your day, invite your angels and guides and whoever you think in your mind to be with you, whether you want to call it God itself or God be with me today, or, we're all one and the same. Everything is one. We're all interconnected and in this beautiful web of consciousness. So you bring forth to you into your day, you call on whoever you wish to show you the way, to guide you throughout your day. And they will give you the messages in forms that you may understand. It might be a feather in front of you. You're walking and all of a sudden the place that you least expect, you'll find a feather. You might be indoors. I actually found a feather right at my footstep at one time inside a shoe store. So
Wow.
it was crazy. It might be in the form of cloud formations. I get the cloud formations all the time, messages in the sky. It might be a coin that might come to you and you say, oh, wow, what happened here? Why is that here? At a place where you least expect. There are different messages, like I said, and they come to us in dreams. They come to us in our awake state. Whatever resonates with you, it might be a bird, a butterfly, or even a dragonfly that will hover over you and will be around you and will not leave you. Any animal, it comes through, messages come through in different forms. So yeah.
Oh, Joanna, I was getting in my car last week and I had like 10 dragonflies buzzing over my car. And I was like, I feel like I'm supposed to pause. This is pretty significant. Like there's so many of them, I can't miss them.
Yes. And they are reminding us to pause. They are reminding us to be still and just be in the moment, because the moment is the only moment that exists. It's the only moment that is real. So yeah, when we live our lives in the moment, we live on purpose. Because this is our truth. This is, when you're living in the past, when you're living and you're thinking about the past, you're not living in the moment. And you're bringing forth the stress and the worry, from the past, and then you create your future with
based
that
on
energy.
Past.
Yeah.
Wow, Joanna. Okay, so my last question is, where can people buy your book?
Yeah, people can buy my book at on Amazon. It's available on Amazon worldwide, and it's also available through Barnes and Noble, Friesen Press Publishing, and also Indigo. So yeah, and I wanted also to say that I have developed a 4-step program, a package that entails 4 months, 4-step program that helps people to awaken to their truth, that helps people to find their purpose and to live in alignment with their soul, and to live more in their hearts, and to create from that place of love and light.
Joanna,
So
where can people access the program?
Yeah, it is on my website, Niki, and it is something that is yes, on my website. And I can tell you now, my website is awakentoyourtruth.com with hyphens in between, Awaken to Your Truth. And you can check out, I have a various, quite a few services there available. And primarily I do channeling and help you with the channeling that I do, with this connection that I have with the higher beings, to find your purpose and to get past all that negativity that your mind is telling you, and to live in your truth and to be happy and healthy.
What a beautiful little interview. My gosh, everybody. I think you're going to have to listen to this twice, and maybe invite your girlfriends over and listen to this with all your girlfriends, because I think everybody needs to hear this right now. So I'm going to share Joanna's web link when we post this interview, so you can all find her and see more about Joanna online. Joanna, thank you so much. This was beautiful.
Oh, you're welcome, Niki. Thank you for having me again, and God bless. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for tuning in to Superstar PR. New episodes are available every other Friday. And we would love your feedback, so please rate and review us on Apple Podcast. And be sure to subscribe to Superstar PR on your favorite streaming service, and visit www.nikiinc.ca to sign up for podcast alerts and notifications. Thank you so much for listening.